Anna, you gotta hear this.
Rachel, what happened?
My neighbor complained that I was too loud at night. Anna, can you believe that? I was just vacuuming. I'm busy during the day, so I can only do it at night. Isn't it ridiculous to complain because someone's living their life? Don't you think they're way too uptight?
Wait, you were vacuuming in the middle of the night?
That's right. Just for a few minutes.
But most people are sleeping around that time.
So what if they're asleep? It's impossible to keep things completely silent. They should deal with the little noise from next door.
Still, running a vacuum past midnight isn't really something most people would do.
Who decided what most people do? I've got my own routine.
But since they are your neighbors, I bet you don't want things to escalate into a bigger issue.
Everyone's too hard on me. I didn't even do anything wrong.
If both sides give a little, maybe you can avoid all the tension.
Oh, so you're with them too, Anna? Nobody ever sees it from my side.
I do understand how you feel, Rachel. If night's the only time you can clean, that's just how life is sometimes.
But when people criticize me unfairly, it ticks me off. Yesterday, they even called me at 10 p.m. to complain.
I get it, but it's also true they couldn't sleep. Maybe try shifting the time just a little, like even squeezing it in the morning or afternoon just for a bit.
Yeah, you're right. Now that I think about it, I might have been too focused on my own routine and not considerate enough of others.
That's all it takes. What matters is just making a few adjustments to avoid problems. I know you can handle it, Rachel.
Thanks, Anna. Talking it out calmly like this really helps me feel better. You're always such a rock when you're around. Is it all right if I keep reaching out to you for advice?
Sure. It'd be great if we could help each other out and make life more comfortable.
Yeah. From now on, I'll try to be more mindful of the people around me. Thank you so much, Anna. Anna, sorry to bother you this late. Do you have a minute right now?
Good evening, Rachel. What's going on?
I hate to ask on such short notice, but could you cover for me tomorrow with a cleanup duty at the trash area? Honestly, I'm not feeling too great, and I don't think I can go out in the morning. They said tomorrow morning's going to be especially cold, so I'd figured I'd better not push myself.
Oh, wow. That sounds rough. If you're not feeling great, forcing yourself to go out could actually make things worse. Well, if you need me, of course, I'll cover for you. That's what neighbors are for.
I appreciate that. That's a huge relief. But honestly, these kinds of duties feel like such a hassle sometimes, especially when you're not feeling well.
True, but if nobody did it, the trash area would get messy and hard to use, right? In the end, it's really for our own benefit too.
I do understand that in my head, but the community jobs aren't just cleanup. There's organizing events, running errands, all kinds of little chores. Sometimes I can't help but think, do we really have to go that far?
Yeah, I get that. If your schedule's already packed, it can be overwhelming. But maybe it's also a sign that we're really part of the neighborhood, and you've still got a child in elementary school with homework and after-school activities. So it must be exhausting trying to juggle all that as a single mom.
Exactly! From morning till night, I'm crazy busy. There's no time to breathe, especially since my kid's kind of high maintenance. I wish she'd do a little more on her own, but in the end, I have to cover everything myself. And my husband's away on a long-term work assignment. So right now, it's just me doing all the parenting. Solo parenting is honestly tougher than I ever imagined.
Wow, I see. No wonder you're worn out. But from what I've seen, Rebecca seems really calm, and she comes across as such a quiet, composed kid. Is she different at home?
totally different at home. Nothing like that. She's actually super spoiled, and if she doesn't get her way, she sulks right away. She's already in 4th grade, so I just wish she'd handle at least some things herself. But it feels like she's not growing up at all. Honestly, it just wears me out. Your child is older now, right, Anna? You must be past the hardest stage of raising them. I can imagine things are much calmer for you now. Honestly, I'm kind of jealous that your child is so independent, giving you the chance to unwind a bit. I'm always so rushed. I don't even have room to breathe. My son was a handful when he was in elementary school too. I was helping with homework every day, dealing with school drama all the time. Back then, the idea of things calming down felt like just a dream. But once Rebecca starts middle school, I bet she'll connect more with her friends and naturally begin to find her groove. Right now, she is still in that in-between stage, so it makes sense that it feels so tough. I really hope that's true. But honestly, the fact that Rebecca needs so much attention is mostly my husband's fault. He spoils her way too much. The second she says she wants something, he buys it, and he always bends to her pace. He even gave her a smartphone, and she's only in elementary school. I think it's way too early, and it just makes her seem bratty to me. I bet your husband cares about her as well. Since he's away on that long assignment, he probably wants her to have a phone so he still feels connected. And honestly, a lot of kids in elementary school already have phones these days. It really is convenient for safety and keeping in touch. Well, yeah, I can't deny that. We're both working, so there are plenty of times she has to stay home alone. In that sense, it does make me feel safer, especially on nights when I arrive home late. I honestly get concerned about her. Just knowing my kid is home alone makes me restless. And what's worse, she often forgets her house key when she goes to school. There have been times she just waits outside until I get back. It breaks my heart to see that. Oh, I actually heard about that. A neighbor mentioned it to me. They said they once saw Rebecca sitting out in front of your door, and the neighbor was worried and went over to check on her. Wait, so people in the neighborhood really noticed? That's kind of embarrassing. No, it's not like it was gossip. It just came up in passing, so don't worry too much about it. Still, I can't help but feel embarrassed. She really is so scatterbrained. It's a problem. Yeah, sounds like Rebecca can be a little absent-minded, but it's kind of cute too. If she ever forgets her key again and can't get inside, tell her not to hesitate to come over to my place. What? Seriously? That would help so much. Thanks. No problem. It's not safe for her to be outside alone. And lately, the nights have been getting chilly, so she could catch a cold. If she comes here, at least she'll be warm and safe. Depending on the time, I could even give her a little dinner. That's such a huge help. Honestly, it's moments like this that makes me glad I joined the neighborhood association. If I hadn't, I never would have met you, and now you're even helping out my daughter. I'm beyond grateful. You're right. It really is important for neighbors to look out for each other. Rachel, sorry to bother you while you're at work. Do you have a moment? There's something I really need to ask. Oh? What is it? Sorry, I know it's sudden for me to reach out like this. What time do you think you'll finish work today? Probably around 10 p.m. or so. Looks like I'll be later than I expected. I get it. You're always putting in those late hours. It must be tiring. Aren't you pushing yourself too much? What's wrong? It's unusual for you to contact me during work like this. Well, it's about Rebecca. I'm a little concerned. Huh? What is it? You're making me nervous. Rebecca has been hanging out at my place for hours. During the day, in the evening, and even at night. I mean, she's always hanging out at our place.
Of course, on days like today when you're running late, I understand. But she's been coming over almost every day and staying for a long time. So I started to wonder if maybe something happened between you two.
No, it's nothing like that. She's probably staying over so much just because your place feels comfortable. Kids are naturally drawn to you, Anna. Your home must feel warm and safe to her.
I don't mind her being here. She does her homework, reads books, and stays quiet, so she's no trouble. But since she never seems to want to go home, I thought maybe there was some reason, so I asked her about it directly.
To be honest, there's no particular problem here. I guess our house just feels a little cramped, and she feels more relaxed at yours.
But with her spending so much time over here, you barely get any quality time with her, right? That worried me a bit.
Honestly, though, sometimes she just feels like a burden at home. So in a way, having her at your place actually helps me out, to be honest.
But still, I have to be honest too. We've got our own schedules and things going on. When she's here for hours every single day, it gets a little tough for us. I hate to say it, but I'd appreciate it if she didn't come over every single day.
Wait, are you saying Rebecca annoys you? That's a bit surprising.
No, that's not what I mean. It's really just that having her here every single day is somewhat too much. That's all.
But you're the one who first said it was fine for her to come over, right? Now it feels like you're going back on your word.
Of course I don't mind her coming over. But at first, it was just supposed to be if she forgot her house key, right? Now she's been coming almost every day. Sometimes she even stays until late at night. And honestly, that's tough for us.
But I already told you, my daughter usually doesn't make any trouble, right? Just leave her alone. It's really not a big deal.
Listen, I really hate to bring this up, but for a kid to spend so much time at someone else's house, maybe it means there's some kind of issue going on at home, you know?
Excuse me? What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying Rebecca doesn't come home because of me?
No, that's not what I mean at all. I'm just a little worried, that's all.
Hold on! Don't you think that sounds a little insulting? I'm doing the best I can. I'm raising my kid alone every single day while also working nonstop. My husband's away for work, so I have to handle absolutely everything at home, and I'd like a little understanding about that.
Of course, I do understand. I know how hard you're working and how much you're carrying. But still, with how your daughter is acting now and the way she spends hours at my place every day, I just don't think that's a healthy situation.
You're just choosing your words carefully, but in the end, what you really mean is you don't want her coming over, right? If that's the case, I'd rather you just say it straight out. Stop trying to act nice while avoiding the truth. It feels fake. Honestly, that's even more hurtful.
It really hurts a bit when you say it like that.
Well, if you were going to complain about my daughter being there, then you shouldn't have told me she can come over anytime in the first place. Hearing that meant so much to me, honestly. And Rebecca clearly feels comfortable at your place. That's why she stays. So you knew that and just let it happen? Are you being mean? Or are you just pretending to be kind so you can look down on me? Honestly, Anna, you come across as kind of a hypocrite.
That's not my intention. Back then, I only said it to be helpful. I never imagined she'd start staying over this much.
Rebecca doesn't feel like coming home simply because she's experiencing a rebellious phase. Don't start poking around like there's some problem in my family.
Really? Then could you tell her not to come by tomorrow? No one will be home in the evening or at night. I've got plans and won't be around.
Then she can just come over before you leave, can't she? It'll be fine leaving her in your house while you're gone.
This is going nowhere. Rebecca, Are you okay by yourself? I was a little worried, so I wanted to check in.
Yeah, I'm fine. Anna, are you still not done with your errand? When are you coming back?
Rebecca, are you still at my house? I just wrapped up what I needed to get done.
Yeah, I'm still here. I just don't feel like going home.
Are you planning to stay there? Why don't you go back to your real home?
This is my home.
What? Wait a minute. What makes you think like that? You do have a home with your mom, don't you? There's a place where she's waiting for you, right?
No, she's not waiting for me. She doesn't care about me at all.
That's not true. Don't ever think like that.
But it is true. Because Mom told me she doesn't want me anymore.
What? Did she really say that? I can't believe it.
Yeah. Mom always says not now when it comes to me and barely pays attention to me. She tells me to make my own meals, and whatever I ask, she just says, do it yourself. Every day she yells at me, hurry up and get out of the house. Even when I'm home, she just kicks me out. I can't stand being there.
I see. So that's why you kept coming to my place. The truth is, you didn't really have anywhere else to go, huh? Does your dad know about this? Has he worried about you at all?
Dad doesn't care about me either. He said he doesn't even want a daughter. That's what Mom told me.
I don't think that's true.
But Dad never comes back home.
I'm sure he's just too busy with work to realize what's going on. If he knew, I think he'd come help you.
Still, I really can't trust grown-ups. Oh, except for you, Anna. You're the only adult I trust.
That means a lot to me, thank you. Listen, I'll do everything I can for you, but I can't let you stay at my house forever.
Why? Why not? Is it because you don't like me? Is that why you're kicking me out?
No, that's not it, Rebecca. It's not because I don't like you or anything like that. It's just that I can't take care of someone else's child forever. I'm not your mom, so I can't be responsible for you. There are rules, and I can't keep raising another person's daughter all the time.
Then, Anna, can you just be my mom? I want you to stay with me all the time.
Rebecca, things must be really painful at home for you. You've been carrying so much sadness, haven't you? First, let me try talking to your mom, okay? Is she home right now?
She is, but you can't go now. She'll get mad at me.
Wait, what's going on at your home? Rebecca, you must be so scared. Don't worry, I'll make sure to help you. Rachel, can I have a word with you?
Anna, what's going on all of a sudden?
I've been really worried about your situation.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
I just need to ask you something. Rachel, what exactly have you been doing at home?
What? What do you mean? I've just been doing regular housework. Is there some problem with that?
I actually went to your house earlier. I thought I needed to talk to you directly about Rebecca.
Talk about what? I have to admit, getting your text at this hour really surprised me.
It's about why Rebecca keeps spending so much time at my place. And it turns out, the reason is you. I heard everything from her about what you've said and done. She told me everything without holding back. It was so unthinkable as a parent that I was honestly speechless.
What? You just believed whatever she told you? I don't know what she's been feeding you, but Rebecca has a habit of making up stories sometimes. You can't just take everything she says at face value.
Doesn't it seem obvious that the problem is you? It's not that Rebecca is lying. It's your behavior as a parent that's the issue. I even saw with my own eyes why she felt pushed out of her own home. Honestly, I was so stunned I couldn't even speak.
What? But that's...
And I also saw you bringing a man into your house tonight. I saw the two of you walking in together, arm in arm, right at the door.
Oh, about that?
Come on. Siblings would never walk in like that, arm in arm, right?
What? Seriously? I can't believe this. You're so disgusting. Were you spying on me? What kind of creep are you?
I just happened to see it. But isn't it true that if you're reacting this way, it means you feel guilty and are trying to hide it?
Shut up! Whatever I do is none of your business. Stay out of what happens in my house.
It doesn't work like that. Until you face what's going on at home, Rebecca's just going to keep staying at my place. And more importantly, if this keeps up, she's going to start believing she's not loved by her parents. It's the awful things you say so carelessly that are hurting her. Telling her you don't even want her. Don't you think that's just too cruel?
I don't remember saying that. I have no memory of it at all.
But listen, I've got proof. Rebecca sent me screenshots from her phone.
What? Wait a second. That brat? She's seriously annoying. And I mean, why are you even looking through her phone?
I didn't. She just showed it to me. Rachel, just admit it. You're cheating, aren't you? You've been kicking your daughter out so you can spend time at home with your affair partner, right? That's just wrong. Don't you even think about your husband working away from home all day by himself? How can you live with yourself?
Leave me alone! Stop sticking your nose into our family. If I never let Rebecca go to your place again, that'll solve everything, right? Is that what you want? Fine. I'll do that. So let's just end this conversation here. Seriously, don't get involved in my family's problems anymore.
I don't think it's that simple. When it comes to Rebecca, I can't just sit back and stay silent. Rachel, I need you to calm down and listen.
What? What do you want now?
Please, just give me a break. Can you send Rebecca home? Rebecca fell asleep. For tonight, I'll let her stay here. If she goes back now, she might get caught up in a huge fight.
What? What do you mean by a huge fight?
Your husband just contacted me. He said he arrived at your place.
What? Who arrived where? What are you talking about?
Your husband. He just got to your house. I used Rebecca's phone earlier to get in touch with him. I told him everything about how you've been neglecting your daughter and having an affair.
No way! Are you serious? Oh, God! What do I do? Crap! His car's really out front. Seriously? He came home at this hour?
Actually, there's something I didn't tell you before. I recorded a video of you and your affair partner walking into the house together. I know it sounds awful, but I figured your husband would need solid proof to believe it. If it's just some outsider like me accusing you, he probably wouldn't believe a word of it, right?
You've got to be kidding me!
But thanks to that, your husband came rushing back. He made his way back home from his assignment, even at this late hour.
Please, you have to do something about him. He's completely lost it. He won't stop yelling. Since I won't open the door, he's pounding on it like crazy. I'm terrified. I don't know what to do.
Well, of course he's furious. Given the situation, anyone would be. You even lied to Rebecca about her own father, didn't you? Telling her dad didn't want her? That's not something a parent should ever say. I can't believe you could tell such a cruel, irresponsible lie.
No, at that time, there were reasons.
But it was just to make sure Rebecca wouldn't rely on her dad, wasn't it? You're truly awful. Do you realize how scared and lonely Rebecca must have felt? Because of that lie, my house ended up being the only place she could run to, and that's unforgivable.
But I didn't mean to.
I didn't mean to isn't an excuse that works here.
Anyway, you need to deal with this mess. Please, stop my husband for me. Hey, Anna, can you and your husband do something to help calm him down?
No, I can't get involved like that. I'm not about to get dragged any further into your family's problems. The only thing I can do is look after Rebecca. You handle your own issues and take charge of your responsibilities. Some time passed since all that chaos. That night, the shouting coming from Rachel's house went on until really late. The next day, her husband came to pick up Rebecca, and finally, the misunderstanding was cleared and things settled down between them. At that time, Rachel's husband even apologized to me directly, which gave me some relief. Afterwards, Rachel and her husband divorced, and Rebecca went to live with her father. I've since heard that she's now surrounded by her dad's love and happily enjoying school life, which truly puts my mind at ease. On the other hand, Rachel's been left with a heavy burden from damages and child support, working herself to exhaustion while carrying debts. And since her affair partner was married too, his wife also demanded compensation. So she's really been feeling the harshness of life. Back then, Rebecca staying at my place honestly caused some problems, but looking back, I'm glad I could offer her a place to escape when she needed it. Adults can usually find their own safe space, but for kids, that's not always possible. Having somewhere to go can give them at least a little sense of peace. These days, I'm busy balancing work and housework myself, but I try to live in a way where I can still be of some help to neighborhood kids and people in need. Do you have a place where you can feel safe and at ease? For me, maybe being able to support the people around me has become my own kind of safe place.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.